Your foresight about what is going to happen after the use of these chemicals is flawed. Your argument is flawed from the get-go. There's no way that it's gonna that efficiently create mutants. No chemical.
You're telling me if you bring
chemicals
chemicals such as Sudafed and bleach and battery acid and shit into a fucking prison, that they ain't gonna figure out a way to make drugs out of it, and then you got a bunch of prisoners on drugs.
I'm fine with prisoners on drugs. There's guys with guns and
well, then how are you punishing them? If they're allowed to have drugs, it's not a punishment.
Just fucking kill them. I didn't say allow. I'm saying if it happens, they're easy to kill.
They don't allow them to have knives and shanks and shit that you just brought up. They don't allow that. Now you're putting me in a box.
I think it's time to vote.
Yeah, let's put that to
I think I might have lost my partner. I'm not sure.
Your tag partner jumped out of the ring, ran back up the ramp.
I'm doing my best in a handicap.
Just want to check. Can everybody hear me out there? I'm not sure if OBS is going to work for me today, so I need to know if it's going to work. So let me know how the audio is. Kind of, give me an update because I really don't want to go back to using Hangouts, but if I absolutely have to, I'll fucking go back. What you're watching up there is actually last week's episode for those who were in the who saw it. It's just a replay. Those of you who are new to this, you kind of get an idea what the show is about. So if you have any questions, feel free. We got another 25 minutes before we actually start the show today. Okay, so good. Is there you guys hearing any lag coming from it? I know there's a little bit of a delay. I can't really change that, but as long as my voice is coming through loud and clear and there's no lag or any shit like that. I would say welcome Caleb's Revenge, Thrax, Sable Scales, Ryan himself, Star-Lord, William Stenchever. Who else we got in the chat here? Lady Thorn, hello. Hope you're still here. Yes, Thrax, I have seen you before, and I'm glad you are coming back. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you guys have any questions that you'd like to have featured on the show, feel free to send them to me. If I can use them, I will definitely give you a shout out. Even if I have to reword it and it sparks an actual question, I'll still give you a shout out like I did on last week's episode. No lag, cars, I can tell. Okay. Awesome. So that's going on. I'm going to continue playing this. I'm going to keep dinking around, so there might be stuff up on the screen. I'm debating on showing everybody the questions before, but I don't know. Do you guys want to see the questions, or at least one question beforehand? Hey, Lotus. How's it going? You guys just want me to shut up and continue playing last week's episode? I'm happy to do that too. I'm debating. Oh, all right, kill that. As far as I can tell. Okay, I'm gonna play last.
Monsoon's back there. Hey. Gorilla Monsoon's back there, getting him back out right now. Don't worry about it.
What's it? Give people chemicals, create the gay frogs, or infuse the crack epidemic? That's what they want to do.
Yeah, you're gonna have gay frogs, fucking black people in prison. Is that what you want?
Let's see, Streamlabs is up.
Okay,
I think I missed a subscriber.
Yeah, now I'm hearing weird voices too.
Hey, Lotus.
I'm sorry, guys.
How are you?
I'm trying to stick with it.
Thank you for coming by and watching the episode. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's
everybody
irate sound is probably having issues.
Irate, we're going to have to ask you to mute yourself or put on headphones while gassing.
I'm muted and have headphones on.
If you were muted, I would. And now you're good. Now you're good.
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
That is
all right. Anyway, vote for my side because I was right.
Use your Sharingan to see the truth.
Let's go. And the final from everything that I got looks like it's a 3-0. That's a shutout for the pro side. Looks like we got 1-1 going on right now.
When it comes to
handicap round, yeah.
It ain't over yet, Red.
Right.
It was pity points.
We're staying in this fight, Prostate. We're staying in this fight.
Pity points.
All right, so we're actually going to switch up teams real quick.
Ow! Oh shit! Oh wait, so where do the points stay with the teams or with the people? I guess it doesn't matter. We're tied, right? So.
It's tied. It don't matter. All right, so we're gonna move on and let's mix teams back up real quick. First up on the chopping block. Ooh, red. What side would you like?
You know, well, this is the first time I've actually had to decide. You know what? Scrap it. I'll do pro.
Oh, red's going pro.
I'm a pro asshole. So I might as well do pro something. I usually end up regretting it later.
Pantene Pro V with that red hair would be good.
Ooh, and she gets irate prostate to go against.
They're
So
splitting up the team, the dream team, Ghastly. They're splitting us up. They're trying to get in our
Splitting
heads.
us up again. You
Don't
see
worry,
what's going on here?
There's an odd number of questions. So AP.
There's a free for all at the
Wait a
end.
second. Wait a second.
Is that St. Teams?
Yeah, no, we're gonna mix that back up again.
Yeah, no.
Because
Only
that's just flopping sides.
Then why use the spinner?
Then why use the fucking weed?
Usually
Try that
there's 6
again.
players. That's when the spinner becomes
Oh,
more
6.
relevant.
Yeah, that would make it a little easier.
Oh,
Man,
me-
it's whatever. I'll
All
go on
right.
whichever team.
AP, what side would you like?
I would like to be on the con side because I want a chance at being on Ghastly's team.
Word? I'm on the con side. I
Irate.
feel like we're just fucking their show. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no.
No.
This is the show. This is what it is.
This is what it is every fucking week.
All right, cool.
Well, we're glad to be here, and we're glad to be there with our friends in the chat. Dual Wheel, Jacob Political, Tennessee Marine, Skittles McStabby Pants, House in the House, Lady Thorn, Jack T. Rippers here. Everybody
Jack T.
came
Ripper,
out.
That's what I'm talking
shit,
about. We got
everybody
crew out
showed
here.
up.
That's
Fright
what I'm
power,
talking about.
motherfuckers.
Fright
Oh
power,
god,
motherfucker.
there we go.
We got everybody, and then Beard Barian even joined us for a minute or two.
The Savage
Oh,
Beard
what's up,
Barian's
buddy?
out
Oh,
there.
hell, Blue Whale.
All
Hail him and
but
know
make
him.
Krill be under his name.
Krill is his name, son.
Put Krill all over his name.
You're right.
Asshole, man.
And rub
Sprinkle.
his butt.
Yeah, love the whole.
You can trust the
Trust the
whale.
whale.
It's
Put
like
it
a
inside.
doctor.
Blowhole.
It's not gay if it's a whale.
That's right.
All right, so here's what we got right now. We have
It's not you if you're high.
there we go. Irate prostate and
That's right.
red and only,
Yeah, I got
the
the chat.
veterans of the
Uh-oh.
show,
Uh-oh.
versus AP and Ghastly.
Oh,
The two
yeah.
newcomers.
I'm shaking my head and grabbing Ghastly by the collar in the corner of
Well, you know, we had to stop
We
right
got
here. We were
ourselves
going to
into this.
shake hands, but we had to hesitate because we don't know what we're dealing with here yet.
It's like a whole new universe, man. It just feels so
It feels
right.
It feels so right.
Just because
You
it's
guys,
so
you guys need a
wrong.
moment alone?
Nah, you'll
All
see.
right.
The cream will rise to the top.
All right. All right, so moving on to the next question.
Just another
It'll just drip out of your asshole, man.
Ooh, worse than cancer.
Worse
This
than
scream.
cancer.
This scream.
Well, I
You knew
could
who you
suggest a
sent that
couple.
DM to.
I could suggest a couple of YouTube channels run by fucking people in cloaks and shit. That's pretty bad.
No.
Close to cancer.
Hi-yo. Ba-doom.
Oh,
Hey.
thank.
All right.
I heard.
Under
I say no
worse
names.
than cancer, we
If there's
have
anything to learn here, it's never take sides.
What's worse than cancer? If we're talking astrological signs, Gemini.
Oh,
Oh!
that was good.
And I'm punching the fucking owl too.
Now, hey.
Oh, fuck me.
Sure.
What happened to my show? Fuck.
Holy shit.
You have a show?
Oh.
Yeah, I think so, somewhere in here. All right, so
Oh.
so I can do this now. Due to it being the leading cause of death for centuries, should there be a global ban on religion? All right. So
And
I
I'm
think
gonna
I've got
be
my
against
guests
this?
lined out.
God
I think
damn
today
it.
we're going to
Oh wait, we're part of a religion.
Messiah of Keck. I believe
the
he's
whale
bringing
is a
somebody along
religion.
with him. We also
beat
have
Oh, I
Benny.
got this.
You
Red
pussies
and
want to go
Blue,
first
and
or what?
We
Hulu
read. Now let them
coming
go
back.
first. We'll go
Yeah,
second.
go ahead and take first, pussies. We got this. We got this.
Look, the
There's
leading
something you
cause,
guys
the
wanna
true
see on
leading
this
cause
show,
of death
please
is birth.
direct in
We
my
all know
direction.
that, okay?
Direct in my direction. It's
But
stupid
this
ass stupid.
religion thing,
Anyway.
religion's evil. More people have been
There's something
killed
you
in the
guys
name
wanna
of
see on the show, let
religion
me know. Let them
violently
know.
than
I'd
any
be
other
happy to have
any
them
other
on.
ideology.
And let me stop you
we
right
try
there,
and book
Irate
everybody
Prostate,
out
to
about
tell
a
you
week
that
in
sometimes
advance. So if
killing
you want to be
people
on the
is
show,
exactly
get a
the
hold
answer.
of
If
Red
those
and
bodies were
Only.
entangled
She
prior to the
is
death,
the
then
scheduler.
religion
She
would
is
work
the
perfectly, and that's
face.
exactly
Yeah,
I
it sounds
guess
like
you would
whichever
say
problem
personally.
is the wrong
contact.
religion.
That's
There is
right.
only
You
one
just
right
worshiping
religion,
the wrong
and
fucking thing.
there is only one
no,
right
there-
supremacy, and it is
That's right.
right supremacy.
You guys been
All
trying to
hail Blue
prove
Whale.
it.
Is the
Right
right
power,
supremacy.
motherfucker.
Oh,
There is no way you're winning this round. You're arguing for Catholicism. Get your bitch. Have you ever been down to Catalina? When we
a social expression. A social
No
expression
religion,
of
no religion is right.
of the
Really
spiritual,
again.
you know, and the spiritual
Hey,
beliefs that you believe in are yours and yours alone.
You
You do that by yourself. That's not religion. Religion is when you get in a room with a bunch of people and say how much you hate or love something. Something like, it could be.
There, much better, huh? I just turned everything off. I'm mumbling to myself mostly because I'm still working the back end. But I think I finally got OBS to work. Just took a little bit of playing. We're talking. Yeah, well, I know. Mumble. Fuck it.
Drugs, it could be God, it could be a blue whale, it could be anything. But you're expressing a love for that. And when you're doing it alone, it's spirituality. But when you're doing it with a bunch of people, it's religion.
Okay.
Religion and spirituality are two different things.
Non-entangled people.
We're not talking about spirituality. We're talking about religion.
Talking about will.
That's what the question
That's right.
is.
Spirituality.
Religion is when you get a bunch of spiritual people together, right? In one place.
Spiritual people.
And
That
that's
sounds like
when
racist terms for
shit gets
ghosts
fucked
to me.
up.
It sure does.
It sounds like you're being racist to ghosts. You don't like spiritual
worry,
people?
AP.
My best friend is a spirit.
No,
AP, don't worry. He knows not what he does.
Spirituality is
Hashtag not
individual.
all spirits.
That's
Hashtag
right.
not all.
Even
spirits.
your own fucking teammate came in on our side. All hail Blue Whale.
Pride
Pride
power.
power.
Fucker.
Ah, fuck this religion bullshit, man. Religion is. You were talking about cancer and cloaks and shit.
I'm the after living proof right here,
Cancer
man.
of all the
You
world.
can go and meet my God. Everything else is in a book. You just had the wrong.
Yeah, you got a
religion.
problem with
Death
the wrong
is
religion.
not the end.
Yeah, go swimming and shit and go
Yeah,
fucking.
we go fishing. We get drunk on a fucking party barge. And the whale, we watch the whale through some binoculars. It's dope.
Boom.
Yeah, and
Boom.
Like I said, it sounds more like a relationship than a religion.
We have a wonderful snorkeling
You can
time to
call
go
it
out
what
there.
you will, but all I know is this. All hail Blue Whale.
All hail Blue Whale.
the blue whale's
I'll
dick.
hail blue whale.
The blue whale's dick is humongous. I mean, that thing is longer.
10 feet
Hail him
long.
and no
Yes,
him.
and 1 foot in diameter.
It's like two Japanese dudes stacked on top of each other.
40 gallons of semen every time he ejaculates. Think about that.
Why do you think the sea is so salty?
That's right.
Damn right.
Someone's watched the show. See, she's
Jesus
getting on her
Christ.
path to getting
Red
entangled.
knows
These
what's up.
There's
swallows.
no one left but you, irate prostate.
We know
Hail
who's
the whale and be done with this round.
Could you move me?
Bravo.
Look, I'm defeated. I'll hail blue.
Yes, Red, I moved you.
All right. So, does it sound any better than when I had the headset?
Oh, you're very faint.
Well, I may have to have you come in here
Hold
for a
on.
minute and help me set this up and make sure I'm not streaming through the headset microphone. I think I fixed the audio. But by the way, the show's really low, or the show's really high volume, and people can barely hear you.
I know, because I was mumbling for most of it. I really wasn't
Well, it
talking all that
mumbling, it was
much.
just the volume.
I'm gonna have to play until like everybody gets in. I'm gonna have to play with the audio. It's really hard to tell what my audio output is versus. What's up, Keck? Keck.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure you can hear me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So welcome. So I'm not sure what my output. I know when I was with the show that was, or the previous show that I was airing, trying to talk over that is nearly impossible. So
Oh yeah.
I just don't know what my
that,
voice
like,
is
yeah.
normally like without it. So I'm gonna have to kind of pay attention to the chat a little bit. My levels are up. I did finally figure out OBS, which I'm very happy with.
Oh, fantastic.
And I'll because like my upload speed is so low, I think it'll probably translate over for you too. To get yours to do the same, kind of run the way it's supposed to.
Oh, okay.
I'll when we get done with this.
Just let me know what you did after the stream or whatever.
Lotus Wolf, how are you?
Muted.
Damn it.
Unmute yourself, Lotus. That or you might be on push to talk. Let's see. And everything we're saying is going straight to streaming. Forgetting about that.
Yeah, we're doing the pre-show right now.
You know people I really hate? Black people. And you know what? I'm really glad that we are having this really private conversation that nobody else can hear.
It's not like anybody watches this anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like early Conan O'Brien or was it I can't think of his fucking name now. The Scottish talk show host.
I know his name too.
Yeah, him.
And I'm losing it.
I've been watching his stuff lately.
Ricky Gervais?
No, Scottish.
No. Yeah, he's not Scottish.
I'm not paying attention to chat right now. We probably people screaming it at us.
No. But you're lagging.
Who, me?
No, Red.
Probably me because I've got like 12 windows open. Double checking on some of our guests. And stuff.
Right, yeah. Ryan wants to know what my upload speed is. My upload is like one meg or something like that.
We live out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Mine is
we pay for it living in the woods.
0.25.
Yeah, see, we can't. We could get higher upload if we moved our house 300 feet closer to civilization. But that, how the hell do you move your house just for fucking internet?
They're gonna make me.
We should take Red and Merc's house and push it somewhere else. That's an old meme. I don't know if anybody gets that.
No. A little out of date. I've been watching his stuff and I cannot think of his fucking name. Him.
Yeah, that guy. The guy with the face.
This is a cardinal sin of EDM.
God damn it, I can't think of Craig Ferguson. There it is.
There you go. And Benny Boo will be joining us today.
Malachite, thank you, Craig, or thank you, Malachite. Kind of got it probably about the same time I did for who it was. Yes, thank you. I know there's a little bit of a delay here. Thank you, Malachite. Much appreciated. I don't know who. I recognize that. I won't let me go there. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, Thrax. I know it's possible to move into your house, but it's the fact that it's like where we live on 5 acres with a goat farm and everything else, and so picking up the house and moving it down just for internet speed, and nah.
So the only thing with like today's, you guys aren't going to be able to see the questions. The people watching will be able to see the questions, but you guys won't. And I really do not want to go back to using Discord or OBS. I mean, Hangouts.
Hangouts. Yeah, words.
So if I can avoid it, I will. I have a feeling I may not be able to, but we're gonna try. Excuse me. Thrax, it's possible to move any house if you have just enough force. Just saying, Let's see. Benny Hanna's in. Finally, nice. Shit. Okay, so we got Benny Hanna, Messiah of Keck, Lotus Wolf, me, and Red. Is Geek coming?
Yeah, he said he's coming earlier, so I just gotta probably send him another message.
Okay. Yeah, because he's not. I wonder if he's waiting for like a Hangouts link.
I messaged.
Nope, now I lost Lotus.
Discord.
And Lotus is back. Can I unmute her?
It's the upside down land internet.
Oh. For some reason, there was a server mute on Lotus. Meh.
What? Probably somebody being a dick.
I don't know. I think I've stripped
Dick
permissions.
balls,
So you guys,
such mean.
I think I'm the only one in here other than Red who can mute anybody, and I should strip her permissions. But yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you don't have any mods or anything, so.
No.
Can you guys hear me now or not?
Yes, we can hear you now, Lotus. I think it was my fault because for some reason there was a server mute on you. I right clicked.
Yeah, it was Dick Daddy. He done it.
Oh.
What?
It's his fault.
We'll blame him anyway.
He said, as soon as I walked in, as soon as I came in, he goes, mute. Yeah, he done it.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
blame
totally.
All right, let's see. Okay, so oh fuck, I need to add image Lotus's picture into here. Do I have Lotus's? There it is. Right.
You're still a little shit, Lotus.
No, I'm not. I'm the perfect person. I'm so sorry. I just was bored that day, and I just thought, oh well, let's go and troll Benny.
So I'm gonna hide Geek until he gets in here and put Lotus there. Boom. Let's see.
Is this gonna be your first time doing this on Discord?
Yes.
Okay.
We've mostly done it on Hangouts just because I couldn't get Discord to work with OBS the way I wanted to. I couldn't get OBS primarily to upload and do its stuff without a bunch of like lag and shit like that, you know. So I sat down and did a bunch of research and figured out what the problem was, did a test stream, and came out fine. So, and then I figured out how to do a bunch of the other shit I wanted to do. So
yeah, he's like, well, he's a dragon. He sneezes and he moves houses. So I'm just gonna make sure we don't spill any pepper while we're using Thrax. All right.
Ooh, Shadowcat. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome.
I've just woke up about 10 minutes ago, so I'm a bit drowsy.
Oh, that's all right. Go do some jumping jacks. Run around the block. You'll be fine.
I'm like weird drowsy
fuck
after Thanksgiving, and then taking the girls to do some late in the day Black Friday shopping for pajamas. And then last night we stayed up and made gingerbread houses, and the girls ate too much sugar and they were up till after midnight. So I'm just like, and then they were up at 6. I don't want that.
Damn. I hate when kids are up so early. I was looking after my sister's kids for about a week, and there's 5 of them, and they all bloody wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, just like fucking leave and jumping on my bed.
Oh, here's the crazy part is because they have to get up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I usually let them wait until 6 to get up for school during the week, and they're dragging their ass and oh, I can't do it. Here come the weekends. Oh, they're up with the sun. I think get up during the week. But no, Shadowcat. I don't know much about that person. I don't know if it was like somebody that had a previous Twitter handle or something, but they started following me on Twitter. Then I started seeing them in chats on AP and Ghastly streams and some other places, and they seem pretty shitlordy.
Oh, perfect.
A little bit autistic like the rest of us.
Right at home.
Yes.
So, welcome, Shadowcat.
All right. So I got. What do I have? I don't have display capture up. Video Inception.
Well, I'm going to mute myself for a minute so I can finish spreading our cancer and trying to be contagious through the Discords and all that.
2 minutes, right?
So, fine.
No. So I gave you the link hours ago. So how's everybody doing? Everybody having fun? Everybody ready for this?
I am very.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been needing to do this. This week has been
I've done
crazy.
it once before, so I'll do it again.
You know, I mean, it's going to be an interesting show because like AP and Ghastly came on last week, and oh my god, that was I lost control of the whole fucking thing. So I mean, it's nice to have a little bit of control, but you know, there's a happy medium between them and like the regular show, you know, because there's somewhere in there. So we'll see if what we can do, and I'm glad to have you all here. And yeah,
yeah, they were very loud and boisterous.
yes, they are. I was tempted to mute them just so I could speak.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mute myself for a second so I can fix
You
my mic.
realize it is your show. You can't mute others to get your point across. You do it.
Don't make me mute you. I have muted you in the past, so. All right, we got about.
Yeah, but usually if you do that kind of stuff on stream, you'll get a porn strike too.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for when we switch over to Pornhub. We'll take this show to the adult level. Okay. So I think we've got
It's the only way to make money off of your videos anymore.
Yep. Well, I could only imagine what it would take to get a strike on Pornhub.
What? You cut out there for a sec.
I can only imagine what it would take to get a strike on Pornhub.
Oh, you would have to have like some like kids or something in it.
Yeah. Something seriously horrendous.
Maybe like gore or shit like that.
No, not necessarily.
I think it would just have to be something that's illegal.
Well, I mean, like you know what I mean, like very like you're fucking killing a person.
Oh, like an actual like kind of like Red Room kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like what do they call it? Where they kill people while they're having sex.
Snuff.
Torture porn.
Snuff, yeah.
Snuff. Snuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's go pre-show. We're gonna.
Even though snuff porn is real.
Yeah, and those are my favorites.
You
disgust me.
Red, you still here? You still listening?
Or is she abusing children?
No, I can hear her because I hear from down the hall. Yeah, I'm here. She just has her mic turned off.
I'm here. I've got it muted.
It's just funny. It's like I can hear it like in the distance very faintly. It's like I've got you locked in the basement. Okay. All right.
Where are you?
I think we're gonna kick this off, and normal situation we're gonna go through and do introductions, all that. This is gonna be the benefit. So for everybody who's watching, we're changing formats just a little bit. Once this show is done being live, it's gonna be archived and unlisted, so that I can go through and edit out all the back end stuff. All the stuff that you're hearing right now, I'm gonna pull out of the show. Anything in between the segments, and as basically a benefit for you watching, you get to hear all the side comments and us interacting outside of the show itself. So it kind of
this is what happens when you activate your Pornhub premium account.
Yes. When this is done, then it's going to go back to the free, and everything's blurred out, and you only get to hear little bits. All right, so we're gonna do this. I found a little bit of music. I've been trying to find an opening, so we're gonna kick it off, and we're gonna go. All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Mercolium, and you are watching The Devil's Advocates. This is a fun little satirical debate show where we're going to put two teams together and make them fight over my fun little questions here. What the is that? I swear to God, I will...
Great way to start things off.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck was that?
That was Lotus Wolf, being Australian.
Oh.
Oh, what did I do?
I don't know.
Your internet was Australian there for a while.
Oh, okay. Might have been when I was sitting down.
First opinion, you need to get a hold of Red if you want to play. You can't get a hold of me. She's the one who does all the scheduling. I'm too busy most of the week. Anyway, so moving on. This is going to be the new layout. I finally got OBS to work, and so what we've got today, we've got guests. We have Messiah of Keck. Messiah, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm tired. Working retail on Black Friday weekend is, it's not fun.
Yeah, no, I can bet. I think the last time I worked retail, I was security at a Walmart. They were hiring extra security, and that was not fun. So, but at least you survived the Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Joining us once again. I know she's a little groggy. She's a little tired, but she's a little ball of fur. We have Lotus Wolf. Lotus, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll wake up eventually.
It's all right. It'll be the last one, and then you'll kick into high gear, I'm guessing.
Yep, that'd be right.
All right, well, I'm glad you're here. Now, we've got a special guest, well, special just like everybody else, but he's been away for a little while. The one, the only, Mr. Benny Hanna. How are you doing, sir?
What is up, sexy bitches and handsome motherfuckers?
That's a good entrance. How you been? What's been new?
Nothing much, really.
Just kind of staying in the wings and waiting to come back on?
I hide in the shadows.
I know how that is. It's a good place to play. Well, I'm glad you're here and ready to kick some butt tonight or today. Now, Red, do you have your ears on today? Got your mic turned on?
Yes, I have my ears on.
Okay,
Yes.
Red, she is back. The one and only Red and only. How are you?
A little repetitive, don't you think? A little repetitive, don't you think?
What?
But yeah, I'm good. I'm a little groggy, but staying up with children until midnight, playing with gingerbread houses and whatnot. But I'm good. I'm good.
I'm glad you're
If we
here.
could get Geek Thulu to get his bitch ass in here.
Yeah, well, the geek is too good for us. But I've got his stuff set up.
He's over there, flopping knob in the Warski ghetto.
I see what it is. All right, so today for our questions, we have got, let's see if I can find where I put the questions. There we go. All right, going up for our questions today, we have Give a Little, Watch Your Language. Oh, fuck, that's the wrong one. Let me try this again. I said that's last week.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Tisk.
I'm not that tired.
No, I forgot to update the damn wheel is what it was. Refresh it. Doing everything else. There we go. Much better. And fix that.
I am still in Buttercup's server. She hasn't booted me yet. Huh.
All right, so let's try this again. For this week's questions, we have false flags, free speech, equilibrium, crack a please, is it really, and my gun is bigger. All right, so let's mix this up. Let's make some teams. And shit, I am so far behind on this because I guessed wheel. Fuck me. All right, I gotta update this. My apologies, everybody.
Mercolium is undergoing a software updates.
Yes. I just forgot to put in all of the players today. All right, so we'll
Panina
fix
Chan's
this.
in the chat. Hey, Panina.
Yes, Pinion is there. All right, okay. So what we've got today,
He's been on our show too.
let's create some teams here. On the first up, Lotus. What side would you like to be on?
I'll be on pros, I guess. I haven't been on that yet.
All right, so let's see.
It's probably the worst one to pick, but anyway.
Not really. It's a hit and miss, honestly. So we'll put Lotus up there on the pro side. And where'd it go? Guest wheel. All right. Fuck me. Stupid thing refreshed. All right. There we go. That worked out well. All right. Going against Lotus, we have Messiah of Keck on the con side.
Cool.
With Lotus on the pro side, we're going to have, looks like Red and Only, which means Benny Hanna and Messiah of Keck are pro side.
Con
side, thank you. I am not awake today. I have been up for way too much. I had shitty day at work. So, all right, so I can do this. Okay. Benny Hanna. Messiah of Keck. Over there. And Lotus and Red. Boom. There we go. So everybody who's watching actually gets to kind of see what this is looking like. Now we're going to the questions. And first question. is going to be equilibrium. What's funny is that it's almost easier to work with Hangouts than it is right now. That's the sad part about it. Where did I put equilibrium? Equilibrium. Alrighty. The question is, one of the leading causes of human discourse is emotional instability. Should we use a substance to block human emotion? We're going to give this to the con side first. Con side, you have the helm.
Okay. Well, to kind of start us, what you need to understand is that a lot of human innovation has actually been achieved through our emotional desires to advance ourselves as a civilization. It's not purely an intellectual or a survival instinct which has driven us towards the future. There's been multiple advancements in not just in like social arts, but also in sciences, in historical research, and whatnot, which has been driven by our desires to find out more about ourselves at a more fundamental level, something that reflects ourselves more than just for the betterment of ourselves, or not for the betterment of ourselves, for the quality of ourselves. And so, yeah, I feel like we should still keep an emotional component to everything that we do, which will help us, if nothing else, in motivation.
All right. Pro side, would you like to take it off?
Okay, I'll say with emotion, 2 words, feminism and SJW. They use a lot of emotion in that in their politics and in everything like that, and it is a fucking disaster. It is the same with we wouldn't have depression, we wouldn't have anxiety, we wouldn't have anything like that, and people would be able to get along with their work and not even have to worry about those things because logic is the only thing that helps us. Emotion and feelings does nothing. So
Except it provides individuality for every person. Yes, it does.
Different
Absolutely.
logics, different. No, it's
No.
So wait a minute.
If you go based on logic,
right?
and
yes, you're on the pro
indisputable
side,
facts.
Fuck your feelings, and this medicine will help you fuck those
Yeah,
feelings.
right. Yeah,
Okay,
fuck 'em.
feelings causes things like this show to happen, spreading cancer to everyone. So everybody gets all emo and fifi about things, and then oh, I can't control it. Well, guess what? Now we can.
That's right. You can control them now. You won't have things like depression and anxiety for one, and a lot of people
All these
seem
adults
to be having all that. Yeah.
And then you get all these adults acting like teenage girls of, well, I can't help it. I feel this way. Well, now we will take away that burden from them. We will save you from yourselves. And we will help you because if you can't help it, let us help you. Let us help you.
All right. So I think we're going to kind of end this one there because it seems a little...
Oh, I'm not serious about it. I'm just...
Well, no, I'm just saying. It's just it seems like you guys are just warming up a little bit, so it's all right. We can move on to the next question. Let's see. Let's pop.
Feelings are great. If it wasn't for feelings, sex would have no point other than putting things in holes.
Yeah.
Well,
and laughing too.
Sounds like
That's
a regular Tuesday night.
Because then it's not just emotional feelings. It's the emotion, the mental part plus the actual physical part that all goes through the brain anyway, through nerve endings. So everything is feeling, everything is racist, and it's our job to point that out.
That's right. No, life would be so fucking boring if there was no such thing as emotion.
Right?
You're zombies.
All right, so I think we're gonna move on. So I got a couple of better ones in here. This week's gonna be kind of dry, and I apologize. I don't have my greatest questions up, But we're going to move on, and this next round is going to go to the pro side first. The question is... Oh, fuck me. Free speech.
That's not a question. That's an offer.
Let's see. Pop the slides back up there. And the question is... Where did I put it? Free speech. All right. Under free speech... Where'd it go? There it is. All right. Should private companies
be run away, and it did so.
I will mute you. Should private companies be allowed to censor its members' speech? Pro side, this is for you first.
We get this one first.
Yes, you get this
Can
one
you
first.
repeat that because you sort of went a bit robot-y?
My apologies. Should private companies be allowed to censor its members' speech?
Of course not. Because then you won't know who's who then. Because, you know, if you got free speech, people can say whatever they want. You know, you'd be able to know what people are like.
Lotus, you're
if
on
they
the pro
hide
side.
it.
We're on the pro side, honey. We're on pro.
Yeah, we are on the pro side. That's why
we
should have
should
free
allow private companies, because they are private companies. I mean, it's their thing. It's not free speech then. It's paid speech. You're being paid to do something, and people are paying to use it. So nothing's free. And if you want to pay more, then you can open up that whole, you know, quote unquote free speech. But I mean, they should be allowed to censor their members. I mean, hell, right now, Twitter's having bear season called on a lot of people right now.
Yeah, and it also gives that company bad image if someone does something not right.
So basically, what you're saying is, like, let me give you an example. Let's say someone has a different opinion, and the company fires that person. Are you trying to justify the wrongful termination of that person because they have such different opinions than you?
Well, look at it this way. They just opened up the job market for somebody else who's actually willing to conform to the company's standards.
But it still doesn't justify the wrongful termination.
Well, see, this is all a money-making thing, because they could sue for the wrongful termination. And, you know, so they're making money, and they opened it up for somebody else to be able to take their spot.
Yeah, and they could actually lose money if they keep people that say that that everyone else doesn't like to hear. They can lose money because no one will want to go to them. So it gives bad reputation.
They gotta lose money anyway, because if they do fire the person because of their freedom of speech, what happens is it's gotta look bad on the company. Look, that's just gonna stop the product. It's one of those things where everyone has the right to the freedom of speech. They do. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, okay. What if they talk about they love kiddie porn and things like that? Should they be censored then?
See, that's the thing. That's the only difference. It's one of those things where it depends on what it is.
Well, that's right. It would be depending on what it is, but it's still censoring, and it's a good thing to do, because otherwise,
here's the thing. Look, here's the thing. It depends on the circumstances. If they say it and not do it, then there's where the issue comes in.
Yeah, so they should be censored.
We already take enough drugs in society. That's my final argument.
Well, then what's one more drug?
A lot. A little too much.
You know, someone come. So yeah, I smoke a lot of drugs, and I work for this company.
The guest panel's filling up. You guys might as well unmute yourselves, for fuck's sake.
Well, no. Okay, so the guest panel, the Discord is open, but if you're not actually a guest, you can only listen.
Ah, okay. I was wondering about that, because it's like they start popping in. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, he's been popping in a couple of times.
Here?
I knew who he was. I might unmute him, but I don't know who that is.
Faggot, I know who Faggot is. He's over in Ghastly Server a lot. Ian Miles Young, I don't know. I've heard the name.
Oh no, he's pretty cool.
You guys want to let him play?
He is the Asian who can't be a doctor.
Yeah.
Do you guys want? So I'll put this to you. Do you want to let them play?
Open it up. We
Sure,
need
why
some
not?
more. We need some more straw men and no facts in here.
All right.
Ian Myers Young, why you no become a doctor?
So first
Ian
person
Miles
that
and
unmute-
Faggot, you now.
So Ian's on pro.
Okay, hold up. Let me
Ian-
lower down if I'm a bit too loud.
All right.
You're fine.
Sup?
Ian, you're on pro. Faggot's on con.
Sup? Hey. All right. Oh wait, hold up. Internet's a little bit wonky.
So do you guys know how this game is played, correct?
Sort of. Few seconds.
Clue.
So basically, it's a joking. There's no real facts, statistics, or anything like that. It's all straw manning and bantering and talking over each other. There's no rules other than no facts, only opinions.
Win the argument, straw man, whatever you have to do.
Yeah,
So
and you in the beginning we spin the wheel for teams, whoever's going to be on pro or con, and then we spin for topic. So you don't even know if you're going to go pro or con a topic until it happens. So right now, the pro side is arguing for where to go? There it is. The question is, should private companies be allowed to censor its members' speech? And we're for that.
All right. So we're for censoring.
We are for censoring, for private companies to be allowed to censor their members.
Okay.
No, I didn't realize we switched over topics.
Where basically that is approved. In a lot of places. If you're a Nazi.
James joined us in the chat.
Welcome, James.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's too many Nazis in the world, so we need to censor everyone.
Who left?
Well, no, I mean, if it's on their own time and they're posting stuff, I mean, the company really can't do anything about it, or shouldn't be able to do anything about it, just so long as it doesn't negatively reflect upon their work experience or say anything bad about the company or their dealings.
Okay, Mac.
All right. So I think since we've got, since we've got new people in here, we're gonna move on to the next one because this one, yeah, that way they can start off with a new question. So we're gonna pop this up, and so the next question is actually going to be, let's see, motherfucker, stupid thing work. It would help if I actually clicked the right one. All right. So the next question of this round, oh Jesus, my gun is bigger.
No, it isn't.
Well, we'll see about that here.
I feel like I'm packing the 6.5, boy.
Kentucky long rifle.
Oh, I thought we were talking about dick size.
I don't have a gun.
Let's see. Under my gun is bigger. And transition that over.
Under my gun.
The U.S. military pays for a lot of standard medical procedures as a necessity. Should the military continue to pay for penis enlargements?
And we're on pro. Oh yeah, we're on pro.
Yes. Yes, I would say yes.
Finally a gimme.
Why not though? Why not though?
Here we go.
All right, con side.
So
this is to you first.
You're against penis enlargement.
Yes.
Boo! Boo!
Well, yes,
You're
because
for under-equipping our military.
yeah, we're under equipping them because
They're
it's
not using their
pointless.
dicks to fight the enemy.
We're not.
They could if they'd make them
Yes,
bigger.
they could.
Right,
We could.
right.
They could.
We're not South Vietnam.
Okay, first off, we don't have all of our fucking soldiers with their dicks hanging out fighting the fucking
We should.
being like, woo! Look, I can helicopter.
We should.
No.
I approve meat spins. I think that's a great idea. They could hopefully just get away. Like, oh my god! Hopefully the enemy would just run away.
It would give a whole new meaning to mushroom clouding people, okay? So you link the military. You know, men are stripped of their rights everywhere, all across the world. And American soldiers go into these other countries and, you know, they'll look at the black guys, you know, like out of Full Metal Jacket and be like, no, too beaucoup when it comes to the black guy. How about we make all of our soldiers too beaucoup? All right? Make America great again where it counts.
But here's the thing: dicks don't save wars; they cause them.
If you have a bigger gun, you could just freaking blast them in the face. Who's gonna fight you then? If they can't see through a load of jizz, who's gonna fight you?
Say hello to the peacemaker.
Longer barrel, you've got longer range. You can hit targets from further away. So I mean,
yeah, when they come home,
here's the thing: no one can fucking smooch that fucking far.
Happy. So therefore, the marriage will last longer.
But here's this. It doesn't say that your dick can't be rock hard, so it's gonna be indestructible. So yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Hold on, let me ask you this:
the enemy would just like laugh at us like too hysterically, and then we could just shoot them while they're like.
That's one pro. That's one pro. See, that's one pro. It's a distraction. We could just use that while we use our real guns. There we go.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, you drop. See, we wouldn't wear military fatigue pants anymore. We'd wear strategical battle kilts, and they could just lift their skirts, and while everybody's in awe, I'm like, oh my god, what are they gonna do to our goats? Then you just blast them.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: have you ever seen guys splooge over 500 feet? No, because it can't do shit.
But we have the technology.
Yeah, when they
can rebuild
that's what's gonna happen.
The money.
I'm sitting here reading the chat, and Token Toki says our guys could run out of the foxhole helicoptering their huge cocks. The enemy would be fucked.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking about if I've got a husband or something that goes into the army and gets an enlargement, I'll come home and I'll be fucking happy. Shit,
right?
Yeah.
You gotta get a bunch of these fucking soldiers running into the field naked ass with their fucking meat hanging out, spinning around. And you think they're scare fucking ISIS? No, they're not.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
This is right along with when Brown Bomber argued about women in the infantry. Put the women on the front lines, and all the burqa wearing, burqa loving men are like, oh my god, it's a woman. They run out there to fuck her, and then everybody else shoots them. This is right along there with that argument.
Well, it's a whole.
Yeah, but that only applies if the enemy soldiers are either gay or women.
It's a whole new meaning to hearts and minds.
What I think, ISIS will probably end up dropping their weapons and demand a penis enlargement from their bosses. So,
Later.
Well, here's the thing: you're being unfair to women, also.
No, they're not. No way. You'd be like,
they don't have
yeah,
penises, so they can't experience the. They can't experience the penis enlargement. You want to know how fucking scared?
Oh, they can. Yes, we can.
Oh, once they get home from war,
done,
like,
we get done.
Red.
Yes, let's fuck now.
As soon as they get their jobs done, they come home and we get done. We
That's
get
right.
the experience.
Yeah.
Kind of like, well, that's like arguing breast enlargements. So women shouldn't get breast enlargements because men can't enjoy it.
Well,
I think breast enlargements should be a human right.
That's okay.
Well, it is
Yeah,
if you
that's
can afford
more
it.
or less for the baby's benefit. They have a right to be sucking on them.
Yeah.
For God's sake, think of the women.
That's what they are doing. They are thinking of the women with the penis enlargements.
Come home, baby, and fuck me over.
What if you get shot in
Solve
the head?
all the marital woes. That absent makes the heart grow fonder. The bigger dick makes the pussy grow wetter.
That's right. Just come home, and, the marriage will last a lot longer.
I can just imagine like all these soldiers that we like send home from like overseas that get killed home without any pants on. And their mothers just get to see them lying in a coffin with like their uniform, they're all decked out, but they don't have any pants on or anything.
Yeah, that becomes the basic army uniform. You have soldiers going to attention with their dicks hanging out.
The man would die happy.
Can we give him a 21 gun salute?
No, guys.
Toki says that
no, it's like
when the vets come home and they retire, they could get careers as porn stars.
Yeah,
so we need to save on the budget. Is that they'd be making all kinds of money. We wouldn't have to worry about paying them out, money at the end. They'd be making them money.
Guys,
wait, this is gonna be a dumb question, but can you die from overdosing on penis enlargements?
Probably.
Yes. Probably,
not from the surgery, but if you get a hard-on, you lose the blood flow to your head.
Yes.
Well, you'd have to go long dong, the long dong silver route.
Have you ever seen?
We got to be careful because apparently we made Thrax horny. So yeah.
If the dragon blows a load, we all gonna die.
Well, Thrax, if you join the army, you can get a penis enlargement, so there's a win for you.
Wait, I wish it can be any kind of size, right? Or does it have to be the biggest?
It doesn't have to be the biggest, but it's America.
Go
big or go home.
No, why not?
Yeah, isn't that part of the American attitude?
American dream?
Bigger the better. Yeah, bigger the better.
Go big or go home.
Just like anything else in America.
Okay, so I think Pro won that one.
Yeah. Who can't say no to this? Really?
You'd be surprised. All right, so we're going to move on. This is after the third question, so that means we're going to mix up the teams and start all over again with new questions. So, boom. First up on the chopping block is Messiah. What side would you like, sir?
Put me on Pro.
I'll go Pro. So drop you over there. Next up, going for the con side is Ian Miles. Still there, Ian?
So con only?
Yes, you're on the con side.
All right.
Joining Messiah F. Keck on the Pro side. Looks like it's going to be Lotus. Lotus, you're on the pro side. All right, going to the con side with Ian is Teggett. You're on the con side, sir.
Okay.
So a complete switch. Let's do this.
Pro side is going to be red. That means Benihana, you stay on the con side.
Yes. You were my Asian boy.
Remained an antagonist.
All right, going to the next question. Let's see. Put the question back up there. Transition, boom.
Okay,
Next question.
Am I on? I had to refill my drink.
All right, next question is Cracker, please.
Right, you're on the Pro side.
Yes.
Should we ban salted crackers?
All right.
Almost all people are salty crackers.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Saltine crackers go great with soup if you're sick.
Too many people are getting fat from salt, so you need to get
I can use saltine crackers to deep fry a lot of stuff.
the entire question.
And I could just use that. I could use saltines to use as breadcrumbs as well. So I can use that to make I don't know, burgers with it. So it can all suck up all the juices at least and add flavor to it since it's salted. Then add pepper. Boom.
All right. Now for the actual question.
God damn. As a person, a man who cooks a lot of time, this should have been on my list.
So the question is, and seeing as how you guys don't get to see it ahead of time, is it okay to be white?
Oh God.
Is it okay to be white?
As I said before,
it is okay to be white. It's just not okay to be the white YouTuber.
Hell yeah.
Hey, don't talk ill of the dead, okay?
And we cannot bring up what happened in 1990 behind an Arby's.
And the kids?
You can't bring it up, guys.
And Gemini Gemini saw it all.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, Gemini was there and saw the whole thing.
Okay, here's the thing. as a person of color, aka the Asian, the superior race, can we say? I think that it's not okay to be white because they're not as good as us, and I think whites. Yes, we can. Your technologies.
Look at white people. They go around taking everyone's technology and use it as their own. That's fucking fantastic.
But we made it.
We go everywhere. It doesn't matter.
It's okay to be white.
We take it.
To be translucent white.
It's not. No, it's not okay to be white because whites are oppressors.
White are people are just the laziest.
I am the whitest of whites.
Yeah, so you're an oppressor.
Isn't it great? We could be lazy. We could be like the most. We take everyone's technology and make it our own and make it better.
Where's our reparations?
We conquer the world.
No.
That's fucking fantastic. We're fucking brilliant.
No,
that's
look
brilliant.
at Japan. Look at Japan.
Doing this while we're lazy. Yeah, well, guess what? Japan wouldn't have been as good as if the white people didn't drop bombs on them. They were shit before, and then when the white people dropped bombs,
but then we use that advantage to make ourselves better again. So we backstabbed you.
That was because the white people were
white.
I think I just made an argument against us, is that we indirectly created anime.
See, it is okay to be white, but it's even better to be black or Asian. That's what you have to go with.
You white people need to have the Asian mentality. We have less crimes, at least. We can make less crimes and better work ethics.
Asian, do math. Do math.
Do math. The logarithm.
Wait a second, the Asians are the ones who are making up all the statistics.
Oh yeah. All lies. All lies. Asian people lie too much, they lie.
Give honor and pride to our country.
As it gets quiet.
Every country that white people have nuked, they were bad before and then they end up better after. So, white people are the best.
Yeah, we nuked the communism out of Russia.
People, you wouldn't have Godzilla.
To their side, dick.
You wouldn't have Godzilla.
But we never nuked Russia, though. We nuked Japan.
No. We gave them the idea to develop nukes, and then they nuked themselves.
Okay.
I mean,
it was part of the master plan all along. That was our mentality. All right, we can take out Japan, but we can also give the commies something to work for, and then eventually they'll just wipe each other out.
Yep, that's right. Fantastic, and all this for being lazy too.
Exactly.
You can't be
exactly. We sit back and let it all happen.
Just let it happen.
Wait, we can't.
Name me one good thing that a white person has done. Go ahead, name me one.
We invented the polio vaccine.
Invented computers.
No, because vaccines cause autism.
And that's why we have YouTubers.
Yeah, we created autism.
No, I see. Created autism.
Vaccines were made from white people so they can give autism to the colored folk.
Here in China, we have these sort of really weird medicinal sources, from herbs to using fire to heal ourselves.
Yeah, and we took it all and made it all better.
How well does that work for you?
Very well, apparently.
Apparently.
Isn't the Chinese people the ones who eat penis for virility?
No.
And babies.
No.
Just cut yourself open, perform a surgery.
And all pets.
Much better, doctor.
At least we're more cultured than the white people.
Okay.
See, we have culture. Hey! It is okay to be white, and we do have culture. We have appropriated dreadlocks. We have appropriated frying rice. We have appropriated all kinds of things. It is okay to be white.
Tacos.
Everything else too.
You ruined Chinese food.
I'd also like to point out that most of China's culture anymore is being influenced by America. You know how much the Chinese love American cigarettes and Coca-Cola?
Hold on.
Even in Asia, they put creams on to become white. They are trying to become whiter. So it is more than okay to be white. Even Asians don't want to be Asian anymore.
Hold on. I got a question for the pro side. Where's our reparations? Where they
at?
Reparation? Up your ass.
We let you ride the railroad for free. It's all right.
I left
they
them
get
with
to
the.
exist in our society. And
I
we
left them.
Yeah, and we made their country better.
That sounds a little racist, don't you think?
No, I'll tell you where I left him. I left him with the magical space unicorn. Now, what you have to do to meet him is you have to take a shotgun, you have to point the barrel towards yourself, and then pull the trigger, and then you got to go meet him, and then he'll lead you right towards him. That's where they're at.
That's where your reparations at.
You owe me some reparations.
No, I don't.
We don't owe reparations. We brought your culture to the rest of the world. The rest of the whole white world. It's not a whole wide world. It's a whole white world.
I'm sorry, I'm white.
People would never even heard of it.
You know, we gave you pierogies. No other race on the face of the planet eats pierogies.
There's a reason for that.
You could just say pierogies are just basically stuffed, was it ravioli? Potato stuffed raviolis.
It's not okay to be white because whites. It's not okay to be white because whites are more likely to shoot up schools and you're killing children. So you're saying that's okay?
No, those are just the emos who are influenced by anime.
Hey Benny,
yeah, that's right. They're influenced by
Asian culture. Benny, we white people will accept your reparations for all the nice things like indoor plumbing, and computers we gave the engines.
And we improved on that.
So he'll accept your reparations. Hey Tennessee, welcome to the Fuck Fest.
Welcome to just autism in general.
Yes.
Welcome to Fuck Me Silly.
Well, welcome to the moment where we're slightly racist.
Well, welcome to the moment where we actually realize that white people are the superior race in this world.
No.
Well, according to alternativehypothesis.com.
I swear to God, you bring facts in, I'm kicking you out.
No facts whatsoever on that site.
No. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Now, okay, so I got a question. We got, oh shit, my voice just went way down. My connection. Anyway, we got Caleb in the chat. Do we want to play?
No.
Oh, he said he's not playing. He's just listening.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, I love man.
Oh, so yeah, just to let you guys know that anybody can pop into the Discord and you guys can pop into the Devil's Advocates game show and listen. You can't say anything until Merc unmutes you, but if you want to play or just hang out and chat, just click into the Discord link I threw there in the chat and then let him know.
Yep.
Well, Caleb's a POM, so he should come in and say how great white people are, because being a POM, which is prisoner of the motherland, England,
Yeah, you're an Australian.
you know, the English affected everything.
You're ashamed to be white.
All right.
Caleb, do you have anything to add to this?
God.
He's still muted.
No, he muted him. He muted himself.
Exactly.
Oh, there he is.
Exactly.
Then
He does.
looks like Bubonic wants to play.
That was an intriguing argument there.
Well, agree with that argument. Well, white is.
All I'm hearing is robots.
Yeah.
Fucking
Australian internet. What the hell?
Caleb, you're
I didn't change
roboting.
minds.
Am I still a robot?
No,
Caleb,
you're not a
you're
robot
letting
now.
the white
You're
people
good.
down. Come on, stop roboting.
See, this is why white people need to be exterminated.
Yeah.
Exterminated.
So my internet service provider is the reason all white people must die.
Yes.
Oh no, he's con.
Yes.
You traitor.
Hey.
Let's do the white genocide.
All right.
White genocide because my internet's shit.
Okay.
Give me
I
one more
agree.
second, then we're gonna move on.
Okay, actually, one more thing. I will admit this. You can blame some other people, Ajit Pai, for some problems with the internet. Thank you, Ajit Pai.
I blame anime.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I blame all these little weird faggots streaming their anime.
Don't make me play
Skittles
music.
wants to know if it would be
Yeah,
possible to
Japanese
start a
culture
trend of white
fucked
people
everyone.
asking black people
White
for
people
reparations for
appropriate
the free
anime.
ride across the Atlantic.
No, Benny's right. Benny's right. There was this one show on Netflix
Yes,
where it
Skittles,
was Jaden
tweet
Jaden
that
Smith.
shit.
He ruined
Tweet that shit, and I'll retweet it. We'll end up on a list together.
Let me explain to you why white people are bad. You ever seen Death Note on Netflix?
Oh,
Very fucking.
I heard it was
never seen
awful.
it.
That was
Death
awful.
Note?
Never seen it.
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't
heard it was
seen it.
awful.
I like that
I
movie.
have taste.
I heard it was not that good.
No, everything was shit on it. The only thing that was redeeming about it was Ryu. That was it.
Yeah,
This is
live action Ryu can't be
stuff
bad.
that I don't understand.
Yes, Thrax should be asking for reparations for the things that humans did to his ancestors. Because now the only dragons we really have are some like him, and then the others are Komodo dragons, and that's all we got left for dragons, really.
You're
And
forgetting
also
about
to the-
dragon dildos.
No, he should forget. No,
Yeah,
what happens?
we kept the good parts and got rid of the bad parts.
All
No,
right, I
what's
think we're
like
gonna move
what's
on now.
Dragon Dildo?
We're gonna move on to the next question since we're getting a little off track here.
Anime is cancer.
No,
So let's.
you're
wait,
cancer.
Feminism
hold on.
is cancer.
Figure out who won that one?
Nobody.
I won that one.
I think we all lost, especially the people watching.
No,
Definitely.
I won that one. You all lost. I won. That's how this works.
We got 2 questions left, and we're gonna move on. One is pretty good. One is kind of bad. So we're gonna flip. Hopefully, it's the. Oh fuck, never mind. All right. Question title is false flags. False flags, and
We should bring in Steve Shives.
Sorry.
all right, under false flags. The question is, if someone flags someone else's content maliciously and without just cause, should they be held criminally liable?
Yes.
Yeah.
But wait, should they
course they
be held
should.
criminally? I heard. I
What
cut out
team
those.
am I on here?
Oh yeah, you gotta put them on teams, honey.
I think put him in pro.
No, he's got to be on the con side.
Fuck it. I'll just be neutral and fuck your whole game up.
Get out of here, centrist.
That's usually our last question. Is it's a free fuckery? Basically free for all. Pick your side.
Yeah, we got one more question for that. So,
Okay.
Caleb, take the pro side.
Oh shit. Skittles.
And
Just to give you an update of what Skittles just did, he sent out that tweet about accepting reparations for the free trip across the Atlantic, and he added the hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Not all heroes wear capes. Not all heroes wear capes.
Yes.
No, sometimes all heroes wear robes.
We wear robes.
White robes.
robes and
I thank
hoods,
you. Yes,
right?
I do.
All right, so Bubonic, are you actually talking in this, or are you just listening?
Type in the.
I think he's just
chat.
listening.
All right, well
Yeah.
then I'll mute his ass. Boom. Too late. Okay, so let's see, Caleb. I'll let you take the pro side, and I'll jump on to balance it out on the con side. How's that?
Yeah, trust me, you guys don't want to hear Bubonics mic.
Okay then. All right, pro side. You can take this one if you like.
What was the question again?
God damn it. Question was, if someone
See,
flags,
I'm watching the stream and I pause it.
if someone flags someone else's content maliciously and without just cause, should they be held criminally liable?
Sure.
No,
Of course they should.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
not really.
I mean, haven't you ever heard of libel and slander? Those are real crimes.
Yeah, it's
And
basically the same thing.
Flagging
Compared
people's
to the-
things maliciously, you're hurting them feelings. And feelings are real now. Just ask the liberal media. And if you hurt them feelings, that's a crime. And then becomes a hate crime. And you's hurting me. And I don't like it. So you should go to jail.
The consequences.
Right.
The thing is, the losses are not as bad as say murder or rape. And I don't think, and it's just the internet. The internet is always like this.
Yeah, but it's worse
cancer.
than smoking pot.
It's a fucking
If you smoke
video.
pot,
bro.
go to jail, so they should go to
It's-
jail too.
Just ignore it. Really, just ignore it and just
No.
move on. It's not hurting you. It's not like somebody putting a knife to your arm.
Yes, it is. It's,
Yes, it is. Yeah, they're taking down my content that I worked really, really hard to make, and now I'm losing out on.
Hold on.
Made on
Hold
that.
on. Let me ask you a question. Where did the false flag touch you?
It touched me
on the vagina. It touched me on the vagina.
Wait, it touched you on the vagina. Pixar, it didn't happen.
False flag.
Okay.
Hold on.
then I'll get false flag.
False flag is not like Harvey Weinstein, for fuck's sake.
I'll tweet it out.
At least here's the thing. It's not like doxing. It's not like, hey, you guys doxed me, that stuff. Then I think you should be charged limitly. No, you're just taking down content at least.
Yeah, but that's people's livelihood. They make millions of dollars off.
Exactly.
YouTube,
Imagine
millions of dollars.
Here's the thing. Imagine if a scientist came up with a cure for cancer, and then some idiot came along and said, "No, that's my work," and he just knocks over everything. I would strangle that guy.
You could also
or
use the system.
You could stop being a pussy.
Good answer there.
See, look, it touched me on the vagina. Being a pussy. It touched my pussy.
Grab her by the pussy.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Pixar didn't happen after we stole.
I'll tweet it out, and then I'll prove that false flag's wrong.
If you take a lie detector test, maybe then I will believe you.
I was there. I can vouch for it.
He was the rapist.
Yeah, the false flag also did that to me.
Alright, how about that?
It's legal in some countries.
It's gonna be okay. Just take the lollipop.
It was legal in the country I kidnapped her in.
Oh, I didn't know you were from the Middle East.
Oh yeah.
Aloha, snack bar.
Admiral Snack Bar. It's a wrap.
Where else do you think Ekistan is?
Another good thing of
Great.
violence for thing, you could also sue them and make millions of dollars if they false flag you, and then they go to jail.
Yeah, then you make your money back for your work.
Most people with the false flagging have no money.
Oh my god! It takes you like what, like $20 to make a fucking video? You gotta sue someone for $1 million? Yeah.
That's my intellectual property.
It ends up being $1 million because people like your content. You're also having all those people miss out on your wonderful, brilliant content. Emotions make the world go around. Emotions are great. So fuck false flagging emotions.
False flagging emotions. I don't know.
See, we have pills to help you with that, though. We have the pills to help suppress those emotions.
Happy pills.
Look. All I'm saying is, look at the doll and tell me where the false flag touched you.
It touched me in my feelings, bro.
On the pussy.
Did you guys hear any of any of what I just said? Because I think I just cut me out.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't.
Nope. It was good.
I don't know what's going on with this now. What am I doing?
The part about,
Yeah,
heard about
jump
the
in.
kids?
Nope.
Okay.
False
It takes
flag.
to create a biological child.
Yeah,
It takes a brain to create a
I need
brain
bowl.
child.
I did.
What then is the difference between kidnapping and two things?
No idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, they kidnap my my internet content. So they should go
Exactly.
to jail.
Yeah. It's like kidnapping a child.
Exactly.
And you
Yes,
can't
but
support
the-
kidnapping
your
a child,
content
though, can
doesn't
you?
kick and scream.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It goes willingly.
Does.
When I download it off of
People
YouTube,
answer.
it doesn't say no, please don't.
Yes, it does. I put it in the description of every single one of my videos. No, please, Dad. No, I'll be a good boy.
Once you put up the video, your video is consenting to the flags.
Your video is consenting.
Are you pulling an Amos?
When I make content, I'll put down I do not consent to false flagging.
Wait a minute.
But you
it
can
sounds like somebody's
yeah.
trying to put somebody in a van right now. I hear all that clinking and clanking, and it sounds like somebody being dragged into the back of a van.
Look, leave my panel plan out of this.
There's some kidnapping going on.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I probably should have made sure that she was out first. I'm sorry.
Now, AP and Ghastly plant felonies online. Other people need to quit committing the felonies online.
All right, so I think we're going to move on because we're getting close to the end here. We're going to move on to the last question, and this is going to be a free-for-all for everybody to jump in onto. You get to pick your side and have some fun with it.
One question.
One answer.
Can centrists be allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a free-for-all, so you can basically do whatever.
Okay, because I would imagine people like, you're a centrist.
You fenced it, are you? You fenced it.
There's nothing wrong with being a centrist as long as you're a true centrist.
Yes, not like the annoying,
as long as you're true,
not the
chaotic
skeptic.
All right, and
Centralization.
for the last question, we're going to move on here. Yes, you can pick a side. You can pick the middle. If you want to get split right up the middle, go for it. Last question under the title, Is it really?
Is it really?
As the phrase goes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Now, with that in mind, if it happens in prison, is it gay?
Well,
It's gay.
No.
Only if the balls touch.
Yes, it's absolutely fucking gay.
I
Hey,
think
Caleb.
it depends on the situation.
It is gayer than traps.
No, I
Caleb can answer this question.
Caleb can answer this question. It's only gay if the balls touch.
Yes. Yes.
It depends on if you're giving or receiving. I mean, because in prison, it's not about the sex; it's about power.
No, it's about whether the
Hold on,
balls
it
touch.
doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if you say no homo. It's still fucking gay.
No, it
I'm not saying
isn't.
it's not gay, but I'm just saying.
The thing is,
The
where's
power
consent? Is the consent there? That's the thing.
Well, that's a rape question, not a.
Yeah, but men like to get their dick wet, so it doesn't matter if it's shit that makes their dick wet or So
And you got to remember, it's not
the
rape
poor
if you shout
guys,
surprise.
there's no females around, so they need to get their dick wet somehow.
Get a little
But what
poopy
about a
dick.
female
Even the
prison?
mouth, the mouth, nice and wet and juicy.
Kill me.
I have the most awkward boner right now.
Red, you're in trouble after the
I
stream,
heard
by
the
the way.
deflated boner right now.
Why am I in trouble?
Because Lotus.
Because you're in prison. And you're whamming.
Gay for the stay.
We're gonna reenact Oz over here.
Or Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. So you guys straight up go on that it's got to be a male prison, straight to the men. What about the female prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, women are lucky because they can use broomsticks and.
So can a guy?
Where are they going to get
The
him?
thing is, what happens if you try to have sex with a whale? That's the thing.
I
See,
think you'd probably get killed.
Women in prison, we can, cuddle, do the pillow talk, and we don't just have to massage our own breasts and pretend they're there. Now we can, cuddle
Right.
other people.
Have you seen women in prison though?
Well, I've never been in a women's
Hey,
prison.
how you doing?
'Cause imagine there's certain ones who are just keep being completely crazy.
Oh, there
Alright.
is.
All right, is you the new meat? All right, let's get you going here.
I would imagine it's a microcosm of regular society. There's all kinds of people there,
No, it is not.
I would assume, why not? There's all kinds of people in prison. I mean, just because you're in prison doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. You made a mistake. I mean, you could be there.
No,
you're a rapist or a killer, you're a bad person. But I mean,
Hey, what
yeah,
about some of
call it
those? What about some of
drugs.
those hot teachers? Those hot teachers that got busted for making little men's dreams come true.
yeah, that I don't know where I stand on that. I don't think I'd be too upset if I was one of them young men. They'd
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
dream of that
junior high,
shit.
high school.
No.
I
It's still.
don't know.
Not my teachers.
No, me neither. They were ugly shit when I was young.
Yeah, my teachers were all old and fugly, so I'm not
They
gonna-
look like they were like 95 and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Mines were like young adult age.
I hate to break this to you, but children can't consent, unfortunately.
But we're talking
I know-
about a 16-year-old. That's not a child, dude.
Nope.
But
it's
the law-
still-
but it depends on certain laws.
it's
Depends on
still a
certain laws.
minor
That's the
in the
thing.
eye of the
Yes, and technically it's still a minor, but I'm just saying that the guys, I'm sure, I'm not talking about the morality of it. I'm just saying that the guys did not mind at all. They were not forced to do anything. They were willing participants.
Hold on. What makes you think that? What makes you think that?
Because I'm a guy and I've been 16 and a stiff wind would get your dick hard. So I'm pretty sure they were consenting.
Well, I mean, that's the
Right.
thing. That's your case.
I'm just giving my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not denying that. I'm just giving what I think.
That's
What I'm
Amos
saying
D.
is it's just one case. That's the thing.
Thank you. Same thing with Amos D. You'll say, well, if this is okay to one person, it's mean okay to everybody.
Well,
No,
don't
it's
make it
subjective.
That's right. So you're advocating for? No, I better not say it. Keep going.
Yeah. I just still can't think about the whole Amos.
Yeah, I'm not advocating at all. I'm just saying that I don't think the boys minded it. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, of course they
My
don't.
point about the hot teachers is there's going to be hot women in there. I mean, you look at the guys in prison; they're not all too good looking either. Them hardened criminals. Those.
Hey,
bad
what you
boys they
talking
are.
about?
I can counteract to that. There's some ones who look good.
You look my fine.
You look, hey, listen. All I know is that if
You gonna learn today.
Hey,
Exactly.
hey, a hottie with a naughty body is still a body willing to put out.
You're looking mighty fine in that orange jumpsuit, boy.
No. It's not an orange jumpsuit. It's an orange yoga suit.
Oh, what?
I believe it's gay, but that gay is okay.
All right, so I'm gonna stop everybody there.
Kind of pretty.
We're out of time. We're out of time
Prison
for
rape
this
is
episode. Real quick, I'm gonna let my scheduled guests give their little shout out. So we'll start off from the left to the right. Messiah of Keck, would you like to shill your shit?
Yeah, sure. To everybody who is watching, I'm just going to go post my channel here in the comments, the side chat, and I'm also going to put my Discord in there. I'm going to probably be doing, I might be able to get a video out tonight and another one tomorrow night now that I have audio for it. And I have a couple other things. One that might actually be controversial we're going to be delving into the gay gene.
Sounds hot.
Gee, was surprised.
Oh yeah, it is very sexual. So.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming on, Messiah Keck. It's always a pleasure.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Lotus, would you like to promote anything?
Well, I'm on Twitter. I've got a Discord, and I've got a YouTube channel. So if anyone wants to sub or anything like that, or follow me. Even though my YouTube channel I've only made 4 videos, maybe in the last 12 months, but that's okay.
Is somebody playing copyrighted music?
Don't think so.
Not me.
No. Lotus, if you'd like to put your stuff into the chat, your links and stuff like that, feel free to. If you also send
Okay,
it to
I
me,
don't have a wrench, so I can't do that.
type something.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it.
If you type something, I'll wrench you.
Okay.
And while we're doing that, Benny Hanna, what would you like to?
There you go.
You can all follow me on my Twitter at BennyHanna97. If you love cancer and memes, you know where to go.
Benny will provide.
Benny
All right. Same to you. If you want to put your stuff in the chat, feel free to. I'm not sure if you're wrenched or not, but I'll wrench you if you aren't. But thank you. I appreciate you coming on. Red, can you still hear me, or are you
There's
busy?
my Discord.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Would you like to promote your little channel and your January unsuspension?
Yeah, so in January I'll be unsuspended from live streaming, but I actually do have a couple ideas. Today I'm supposed to be recording, but yeah, I'm almost at my 100 sub marker, so I got to figure out something to do for a little sub celebration. So I'm thinking of actually doing my 100 subscriber thing on Pornhub and streaming there. They can't flag me for my porn bloopers there.
Yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming on, and I'm going to give a real quick shout out. Caleb's Revenge is a new subscriber, as well as Octane Gamer. Thank you guys both for subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to be heading out here in a second. Remember, if you guys liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Feel free to submit questions if we feature them on the show. we will give you a shout out. Other than that, make sure you go subscribe to Messiah of Keck, Lotus Wolf, Red and Only, and Benihana, because what they do put out is actually pretty good. So definitely go check them out and watch their stuff. Check out their tweets, do all that fun stuff. Other than that, this has been the Devil's Advocates. I'm Mercolium, and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.